Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream of the NAMT round of 32 where the A looks sus. I'm Silhouette Els, and joining me is gonna be Sun Apple. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing quite well. This is our first match of the day. We are getting into Worlds right now. We decided to skip warm-ups, and Sky rolling a 100, basically just guaranteeing a win. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing is, it's also interesting how you noted that this is the first match of the day, and we see the first roll of the day is also A on 100.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just telling for how good these matches are going to be soon, because I think we still have around half our matches left. A lot of interesting ones coming up in the later parts of the day. This is our first match, and then after we'll have a bit of a break. But with that being said, we will be going into this match, which is walmart5193 versus Sky. And I think before this match, or before the stream started, Emily, you were commenting how you think this one could be an upset, and I think there is a chance, especially because Sky has quite good LN accuracy, so they have the chance to be able to take some of these picks on the lower half of the map pool.
I don't know, something tells me that I never really knew Walmart as someone that played ACK, so I mean, I'm sure his skill would certainly translate to really good ACK, as proven by their seed number 10 in the qualifiers. But the reason why I say this could be an upset is because I don't think the maps are too hard for Sky, especially it's just round of 32. So if Sky is able to physically keep up with Walmart on this stage, I think it could be an upset. And I just really fear that Walmart may be a little bit more inconsistent as compared to Sky. I've known Sky for being really good in that department.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and actually, going to our protects, both players are protecting LN maps. Walmart seeming to want to ban Ice 2, so no Ascension to Heaven today. Actually, quite an unpopular ban. A lot of people have been just leaving Ascension to Heaven either just open or protecting it. And both players wanted to actually ban Ascension to Heaven. Maybe just not going out for that. It's more simpler style patterns. What's up?
Wait, is this the same Ascension to Heaven?
Yes.
Okay, I know what
it's
you mean.
the IC World.
Sorry for that.
Last whatever pack. And yeah, actually, both players going for, I guess, the more simpler patterned maps with Ascension to Heaven and Marmalade Butcher Immortal Math class.
That's an interesting decision. So the reason why I think there is really a chance for an upset is I'm looking at the scores right now from the previous round, and there actually aren't really that many maps where Sky and Walmart played together. The only one I've seen was actually Walmart winning by a lot, which was on Hello Seattle. So I guess that's an indication that Sky could probably avoid the more dense LN maps. But the reason why I may just doubt it is because 979 probably indicates that Sky may have missed, and I don't think that's the most accurate way to gauge if they should play it out or not.
Yeah, definitely though. I mean, people have been missing as well in our density map in this pool made Chen Yori. So there's definitely a chance for Sky to miss once again, but I feel like the same could be said for Walmart here, but it is Sky's pick, and we're actually going to be going into all in here. Hybrid 1, I think this is the first time we're actually seeing a hybrid as the first map. Which is interesting to see. This map is quite technical, has some LN patterning in it, but really it's like mostly the Rice difficulty here.
Alright, so I guess we have to wait and see now. So you believe all in is a hybrid as you mentioned there. I wonder why Sky picked a hybrid as their first pick, because I get it. Like, hybrid would not reveal too much about your Rice and LN ability, but at the end of the day, my biggest issue with this being your first pick is the same as actually what I said a while ago. You do not know that much about Walmart's ability on long notes and Rice, so sure, you're not giving that much information about yourself, but you kind of have to know what your opponent's good at because they're the higher seed, so they're expected to have their strengths more like polished and whatsoever. You just have to know which ones they are. And right now, I can tell Walmart has the better tech act, which I think Sky kind of missed that one. And personally, I also did not expect Walmart to be holding a 99.84 here.
Yeah, this is a really, really impressive score from Walmart, which I guess is understandable, though the second half is really where the difficulty will be increasing by quite a bit, so Misses can come out swinging the lead over to Sky as long as they're able to hold. And yeah, as you were saying, I mean, I'm personally a fan of this pick just because maybe Sky wants to see some of Walmart's abilities on both the Island and Rise, and especially if you're not sure about those tech maps, since there's really only tech maps in the Rise pool, this can help you out a bit. But as we're getting into the last quarter of the map, we now see a lot more of these LN patterning, hopefully going to be in favor of Sky here. But Walmart's just really playing this so well. It's impressive to see Sky, on the other hand, also playing it really well. I haven't seen too many 99 or 99.5s on this, so that's really good. But it's just really hard against Walmart's 99.8 if Walmart isn't going to be missing here.
Yeah, this is super surprising. I was not expecting Walmart to be able to play this in a essentially flawless manner in comparison to Sky. This is I believe that's 14,000. Okay, no, 12,000 actually. That's a pretty big difference, especially for a first pick. And the ratio as well is telling already from the start that even if both players were like, let's say V1SS this theoretically, this would still be a pretty convincing win for Walmart. The biggest issue with me on this is the fact that Walmart is already ahead 1-0. In Sky's position, you would not want to be down like that early on, especially considering that there's only 3 picks. Like, you could only afford to lose 3 more picks. Because if this was like a best of 7, like winning 1 point wouldn't really mean as much as... Or sorry, if this was like first to 7, I mean, or best of I believe 13. If it was like 1 point you lost there, it wouldn't matter as much as losing 1 point in a best of 7 set.
Yeah, I definitely agree. These matches have been really quick, so breakpoints cause quite a bit of discomfort in the player who did lose. And especially so early on as in the first point, it's not really good for Sky's, I guess, mental, since as Dino always says, who isn't in commentary right now, mental stamina is definitely an issue for some of these players. But we'll be seeing Guitar still suck, Walmart going for these Rice picks, I guess seeing that they had the advantage in all-in, maybe going for more of, I guess a streamy map, seeing, just kind of going for accuracy, since you did see that your ratio is quite a bit better than Sky's.
Well, we'll see. I mean, yeah, the act pick, it makes sense that Walmart chose this. Though, yeah, look at that. Already a sloppy start from Sky. These streams are very friendly to those who could act well, very unfriendly to those who... It's like one of those maps that's super easy to V1SS in comparison to like the tech pick, but it's not like the ratio game is going to be something you can just ignore for picks like this.
Yeah, I mean, in, I guess, streaming maps, it's really if you can play it, then you get a really good score, but if you can't, it's kind of a struggle. Walmart just holding this 99.9 ever since the start of this lead, sort of increasing actually slightly in favor of Walmart, really just giving that cushion just in case anything bad happens to Walmart in this second half.
Yeah, here we go. This is when it really starts to get difficult, and I did not catch this, but Sky actually drops. And for an accuracy map, that's a really bad sign of things to come. Usually when it's like something you could act well, you really cannot afford misses because the opponent's certainly going to be able to crush it even harder. And right now, I can see Walmart definitely having the advantage here. 99.91 to 99.33 is a night and day of difference, and the 1 miss certainly helps Walmart so much.
Yeah, that 1 miss is really devastating on this kind of map because of how short it is. It's only 2 minutes long. We're already a fourth the way in. Sky has been able to get their combo back up to that 400 combo mark and been able to actually increase their accuracy from the start. But really, Walmart's been consistent throughout this entire map. It's really hard to do anything against that if Walmart just continues to play like this.
Alright, well, time is running out. I don't see any chances of, like... I don't really see any comebacks happening. Walmart's act is a little too good. I mean, Sky put up a great performance themselves, but 25k of difference. Again, I did say a while ago, that was a night and day worth of difference, and that's also a V1SS on Walmart's side. The ratio on Sky's was also pretty good, but 7 grades and 1 miss certainly will not be helping the case. I think Sky should go LN now, because here's the problem. You lost 1 Rice pick and you lost 1 Hybrid pick. At the end of the day, there's no other choice. You gotta go for LNs. You don't want to risk it on the other picks.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Going LNs here is probably your best option, and there we go. We actually see LN2 Shirogane. So there, 2 LN maps were protected, and we actually chose neither of the protected LN maps here. So Sky will continue to have their protect here. This map is quite long, so a miss from Sky is definitely okay, since you have quite a bit of room for error just because of the note count in this map.
Room for error is a very subjective phrase, in my opinion. It really depends on who your opponent is. If you know your opponent is like someone that chokes a lot, then the room of error would definitely be very high. But if you know that no matter what pattern, no matter what pattern you throw into them, they'll be able to combo it, then the error that you the room for error that you have is going to be very low. It really is going to be a case whether or not Sky is able to hold a full combo, and same for Walmart. But the ACK lead is certainly on Walmart's favor, so Sky really has to hope that Walmart finds some drops here and there.
Yeah, and Walmart actually saying that they're going to sight read, or they're going to be sight reading this map specifically, so maybe they're not familiar with the chart. That can bring some issues. Some of the reverse shields and shields can cause some issue for sight reads, especially getting really good ACK on this map. But I would expect Walmart, being quite a good player, won't find too much trouble, especially sight reading this map. But it still gives a chance for Sky to take the point and possibly their first point of the match.
Well, we'll have to wait and see about that. I do think on paper Walmart should have the advantage on ACK, but I've been saying a while ago, I was expecting Sky to hold these full combos even longer than Walmart should be, though I think the reason why Sky chose is, like what you said, 3 minutes. If you miss, it's not really going to be too bad for you, but it also means that it's going to be the same for the opponent. And right now, Walmart at a very high 99.9, though as I say that, he's slowly dropping a little bit. Sky is on the 99.7 range, which is very solid, yeah, but when you're up against Walmart, who has clearly proven their name in other tournaments, what more could you do, really? Sky is increasing that ACK, never mind. What's going on today?
Yeah, I think Sky got a few 200s. They were increasing their ACK to get closer and closer to Walmart, but those 200s on releases is definitely not really helping them. Walmart, on the other hand, just basically playing these perfectly, continuing this 99.8. Has dropped down from the start, but it's not really by much. And we're a third of the way through. Neither player really looking like they're struggling for misses, but really Sky just getting these random 200s all over the place is not helping their point lead.
That's true. I mean, Sky dropping a lot more ACK is not helping their case. I kind of feel like this was actually a bad pick in general, I just realized. Because the difficult LN parts here reminded me of that hybrid 1 pick. And I don't think you should pick something similar to the maps that you lost in general.
Yeah, that is definitely true. But we do get into this break right now, halfway through the map. Walmart just continuing to hold this lead. Sky really needs to, I guess, improve their accuracy as well as kind of hope for a miss right now, if they want to take this point.
That's true. Walmart's act's really surprising me today. Like, that's a very insane showing as of this moment. Like, I was expecting Walmart to be able to hold 99.6, 99.7, maybe a little bit lower than that. And right now, he's just really surpassing my expectations. Sky is doing a really good job on their own. But again, it's just a lot more difficult when the opponent is like, let's say, a league ahead of you when it comes to act. You really just have to hope at this point that the opponent somehow misses like once or twice. Of course, the more the merrier if you want your opponent to miss, but like you do not want to count on that, especially early on in round of 32. I mean, like, sure, I guess when it's like finals, you could expect that to happen, but like on a map where you expect most people to FC it, I don't think it's the right place to do that now.
Yeah, these winner bracket match have been really cutthroat. Basically, just the higher seeded players have normally been winning by a bit, mostly based on these accuracy leads, which is definitely expected in these round of 32 maps, since players who have seeded high generally can play the little easier maps. But we're coming to the end of this. Walmart just continuing to have this lead. Sky was able to hold around the 99.3, 99.4 range, but it's just really hard against the 99.8 here from Walmart, almost a 1-to-10 ratio.
Yeah, that is insane, and also an almost 3-1 double S. I mean, 37 grades to 1 is a big difference, which unfortunately couldn't really be compensated for anything. Yeah, I think 993 is a very impressive score, especially for first try, but 3-0, bad position to be in. But hey, the rules for this round state that if it's not 4 points, it's not over yet. So if I were Sky, I would hold on to that hope and just continue playing at my best. Because no matter what happens at the end, you never know what circumstances the other could be. Like, you never know if they'll miss, or something like a bad misread or a choke or whatever. Those stuff could always happen. And I think it would be best if you just continue playing as you should.
Yeah, and we do see Mei Chen Yori coming out from Walmart, which is Walmart's Protect, so definitely something that they're comfortable on, but personally, I would have gone for Wakise Rabbit, just trying to play against Sky's physicalities, which isn't too great, but definitely Mei Chen Yori is a good pick, since you did see that you have the accuracy advantage on these LNs, so maybe going for a bit more denser map that that Sky isn't too comfortable on, since we did see the miss on Hello Seattle last week, and Mei Chen Yori has been something that a lot of players have been missing on, especially on this intro. So really, we're gonna have to see whether Sky and Walmart are able to hold past this like first 30 seconds.
That is true. So I kind of have worries a little with this pick. I have worries for Sky for the most part. This is a 1 minute and 58 second map, so you have low opportunities to fix your mistakes and low opportunities to let one mistake fly by. I think Walmart just got the message that Sky probably has the worst LNAC as well, and they'll definitely be able to use that to their advantage.
Yeah, and we definitely see that in this early section. Nobody missing, actually. But Walmart just having this lead again, just solely based on these accuracies. Guys has been getting these random 200s all over the place. Really, just not too great, especially against Walmart, who I don't think has dropped a single 200 yet on this map, and we're already halfway through.
Well, it's halfway through, yeah. Oh, I believe that was the first 200 that Walmart dropped, if it was.
Yeah, I believe it was either a 200 or just a bunch of 300s.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Look at Sky's act. 0.5 behind is not a good sign. And the patterns here are getting a little bit more difficult. It reminds me of one of those analyzer maps where you have stuff on 3 columns at the same time, and combine that with LN walls. Not a fun map if you're very not proficient when it comes to LNAC. Right now, it's very clear to me that Walmart is the one that's more proficient in that field. both of them are dropping at the same rate. Like if Walmart drops a little, Sky is also dropping a little, and that's not really a good sign. Like if you were Sky, you'd want to be able to hold on for the whole map, and I think that you do it. That's a very comfortable 4-0 for Walmart. But hey, Sky put up a show of their own, not really doing that bad in my opinion. Although again, it's the 200 counts, the ratio that's really been giving Walmart those wins. Like the whole time, Walmart just outact Sky, and that was not the result I expected. I expected like a little bit closer, but Walmart certainly proving why he deserves to be top 10 in the qualifier round.
Yeah, it's definitely understandable. Really, just an accuracy difference from Walmart and Sky. Sky actually didn't do too bad, especially for being around a mid-seed from what I remember. But it's so difficult in these winners bracket matches whenever you're playing such a high seed. It's kind of understandable. I think Sky is definitely going to do quite well in the losers bracket. But with that being said, that is it for this block. We have another match in about an hour, and then after that it's just back-to-back matches until 2 UTC, which we have our showcase then.
Alright, well I guess that's it for both of us. Stay tuned for the next matches, and never forget that no matter how you do, you did amazing, and just keep on doing your best. Take care everyone, and stay tuned for the future matches.
Yep, goodbye!